My name is Esmond, and this is my friend Alex. I'm suing him for simping over this girl Gina. He constantly buys her food and buys me nothing, so I decided I'm taking him to court.
All right, so this is the Bro Nation versus Alex Narvaez. We're going to go ahead and start with opening statements. We have Mr. Esmond Fountain representing Bro Nation as the plaintiff, so he's going to start with his opening statements first.
Thank you, Judge Maples, for taking the time out of your day to take this case. And ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you guys are beautiful. Thank you for being out here. I just wanted to come today to bring up a problem that's come into my life. I find the defendant, Alex Narvaez, to be a very important person in my life. And lately, he has been what I could describe as simping. And for those of you that don't know what the word simping is, I'd love to share the definition of the word with you. So simping is when you infatuate when you infatuate over a woman, allow them to take over your mind and cause you to do things for them that you wouldn't normally do. Alex has been simping over this girl named Gina Becton for well over 6 to, actually let's just say 2 years. And it's really troubling to watch him and to watch his finances go down the drain as he supplies this woman with all the wants that she ever needs. And yes, and that's what I'm taking him to court today. He is losing his bro card because he is simping. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Esmond. Mr. Narvaez, if you have any opening statements for yourself.
I don't know. He informed me that he was taking me to court for being whipped, not simped, and those are two very different things.
Court records show that the case is over simping, so that's how we'll proceed. Do you have any more words, Mr. Narvaez?
As of right now, no, I'm pretty good.
Mr. Fountain, do you have any witnesses you would like to call to the stand?
No, sir. I do not have any witnesses. I do have a bunch of evidence.
Then I'll go to Mr. Narvaez. Any witnesses?
Yes. I would like to call Gina Becton to the stand.
Lord.
Tell everybody about our relationship over the past few years.
Yes, I would. Thank you, Alex. Our relationship has been a pure, wonderful friendship that many don't understand because they don't have the privilege of also sharing that experience. So I understand when people are confused by a guy and a girl being solely just friends and truly treating each other with the utmost respect that some relationships just lack.
All right, I think that is good.
All right, so, Mr. Narvaez, do you have any further questions for your witness, or is that it? Let's go back to Ms. Fountain. You said you had evidence.
Perfect. Yes, thank you. As you've seen, she displayed that this was a beautiful friendship, and I don't suspect that it is not a beautiful friendship on her side. The issue that I have with this is that it is a very one-sided. The defendant is very much a supplier of food to her on a natural basis. You can see here, thank you, Alex Narvaez, for funding my Dunkin' experience. Alex stays being gracious and loving. That's just one. Here's another one. I woke up to Chick-fil-A breakfast. This was 16 minutes ago, being delivered to my being delivered to my house for me And Kels, Alex Narvaez, no words explain your level of giving.
Can you please open up the evidence?
Here is another one. Alex Narvaez, you DoorDashed me Wendy's, love you, 5 ever. This is a constant thing that happens multiple times throughout the week. I do have some things that I'd also like to share where I've had conversations with her, just showing. Here is a conversation where Alex Narvaez said, dang, I didn't get a happy birthday from Gina. I talked to her on Snap too. I had the little birthday cake thing on my Snapchat. Everyone, you were notified on birthdays. She saw it on his IG and Snap story and didn't ever say anything to him. And I said, please, dear God, cancel her. Okay? That's just one. Here is another one where Alex was at Trails and I said to him, whipped, better not come to Trails. I'm taking you to court next. He said, LMFAO, I'm whipped. I'm guilty. Case closed. I ain't even been in it and I'm whipped. And I said, you need to be charged. Them walls are closed. He's not letting you in until when. He said, good. Then I can put a ring on it. She has to be my wife, man. But if not, I have one or two more options. Right? These are just, these are just conversations, but it's not a two-sided crush. It's one-sided, been one-sided the whole time. And Alex is a very generous man. He's a nice man that his love language is gifts. And Gina knows that. So that's the evidence that I do have.
Thank you. Mr. Narvaez, do you have any evidence for yourself?
Yes, Gina Beckton would like to interrupt real quick.
Hello.
Could you take off the green screen so we can actually see?
Hi, Gina. Just one quick question. Were you notified at all in the past year or so that Alex could potentially have a crush on you? Hello?
Okay. Jury would like to see some amazing evidence. I have some prepared.
Yeah, let's get back to let's do Mr. Fountain's questioning first.
Before my amazing evidence.
We got started on that first. So, Mr. Fountain, you may proceed to question the witness.
Gina, were you notified that you could potentially have Alex has a crush on you?
But this is substantial evidence. If you have not heard it from the mouth of Alex, it is incorrect, and you cannot use it in court.
Were you notified by multiple sources?
Or is any of those sources Alex himself?
Were you notified by multiple sources is just the question, ma'am.
Wait, what's your question?
How many things have you bought for Alex?
Oh, there you go.
This is where I'm coming from my evidence. Here we go. It was about 14 days ago from today. I sent Alex $10 and I said, buy lunch before they shut down all restaurants. LOL. Please zoom in. Thank you. No further questions.
Yes, there is further questions that haven't been.
There are further questions.
Did she even ask a question?
This isn't how witnesses
I don't
work.
think she asked a question.
This is clearly, Your Honor.
Mr. Fountain, do you have an estimation of value of the gifts you could say that Mr. Narvaez gave, let's say over the past 14 days, because that was the...
I don't have a numerical number on that. That's all.
How would you describe the imbalance between the two values then,
Yes.
monetarily speaking?
I think all of our, I know Alex from work environment, all the people that have worked with all of Alex and myself and Gina could tell she is very smart in this sense of men, and she knows how to get what she wants from men. And Alex is a kind-hearted, attractive man that has fallen into the traps of her web. Kind of if she's a big spider, and Alex is stuck in the web of financially giving her things. And
It's fun. Actually, I'm gonna call Mr. Narvaez to the stand. I have some questions for him myself. How would you describe your relationship with Miss Becton?
It's just a friendship, man. I mean, I don't know how all of you guys' friendships are, but I have a few that, I mean, like, I'm the type of person who, like, if we're in a friendship, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Or, like, you know, people say treat others how you want to be treated. I mean, there's multiple friends that I've spent a decent amount of money on. That's just how I am. I've done that multiple times.
I have a question. I have questions when you're done.
All right, go ahead.
So Alex, while you're on the stand, just want to, I would ask that you, I would ask that you explain this. Gina said, "I connect with you like nobody else," and you said, "I'm falling, Esmond. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up." She should know the people that are really good to her birthday, if that makes sense. It makes sense. Makes sense to me. I remember everyone's birthday that I know. Yeah, I mean, your birthday is July 9th, right?
Yeah.
And I've known you since you were 14 years old, and I've never got a $10 payment or a Dunkin' Donuts that was sent to me. This is clearly a huge crush that you have on her.
Okay, real quick, while I have my friend on the phone. This is the friend who, hold on, don't look all like that. Okay. This is the friend that I went to Atlanta with, and she can say that we are just friends, and the fact that I paid for certain things had nothing to do with the fact that I was trying to get with her in any way.
Same.
Is that true, Michaela?
Yeah, I mean, homeboy pays for shit, and I'm like, you don't have to do that. And he's like, no, I want to. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't know.
My bad, mom called. But yeah.
I have more evidence.
If you have evidence, then we need to hear it. So,
So I just sent Esmond a text that I just received from Gina, and it was her trying to explain to me why I do not love her like Gina loves that the way that Julian loves her. And it clearly, through this text message, it shows that she still has feelings for Julian.
Time out. Who's Julian?
Who's a camper?
I don't know what to say.
Spit it out.
all right. Thank you, Mr. Rez. Then let's go ahead and move on to closing statements.
Okay. First of all, everybody write this down. Okay. Does everybody have a pen and paper or notes?
My mind is a steel trap. I'll remember.
8330.
Is this your MasterCard code?
No. This is my number for my cellular
I think you
device.
forgot.
Okay, so Chandler has just provided that in the chat. Everybody, I really appreciate you being here today. So you will be compensated fairly if you send your Cash App or Venmo to that number. And with that, I leave you. I am guilty.
Oh, man.
No.
Wait, he was
did not
guilty?
mean to send that.
Yeah, he just pled guilty.
All right, getting paid.
I guess jury, do we have any? I mean, are we all in agreement? He pled guilty.
Yep.
Yeah, I think guilty. For sure. Because he's not buying Evan drinks, and he's not buying male coworkers drinks, and providing them food.
He is guilty as simp.
Well, in an actual court proceeding, we would the jury would and judge would kind of. So if you guys want to discuss what would be appropriate reparations,
$20.
Yeah,
That's a pretty good reparation.
I think $20 is probably fair. What does anybody else say? Christian,
I agree with that. That's fair.
Yeah, agreed.
Yes.
All right. Then I guess that settles it. He's guilty. Reparations of $20 from Mr. Narvaez to Mr. Fountain. Court adjourned.
Wait, what about me?
You got a hammer.